Hey guys, you're here with Goran and Pedro, and you are here for your free pick in Bayer Leverkusen versus FC Porto matchup in the UEFA Champions League on Wednesday. Well, Pedro, Porto got a win last week against Bayer Leverkusen at home. It was 1-0, if I'm not mistaken. We had a few goals that were taken. Oh, it was 2-0. Sorry, we had a few
Yeah.
goals that were taken away for each side, and it was very hard fought battle on which Porto came on top. But I think this one might be a bit different since Bayer Leverkusen has a new head coach since last week.
Uh, yes. Obviously, the coach have been sacked because the Leverkusen performing was very poor.
Yeah,
But from the last game, I thought Porto could win easily. I thought it could be like a walk on the park, and it wasn't. And I think this game is very balanced. Okay, I see 50-50% for each team, and for me this is a draw line. Okay, I see a draw here. It's I see a draw in the first half, or a draw in the full game, because Porto cannot lose this match, because Porto wants at least to grant it the access to the Europe League. And Bayern Leverkusen playing at home wants to grab the victory. So my idea for this match is to go with the double chance, draw or Porto to win. Okay, have the two outcomes possible. Why? Because in my opinion, Leverkusen is the weakest team on this group, and Porto, I think at least will take a point from Leverkusen. It's a little bit juicy, I know, but I'm afraid to take the goals. Who is the obvious choice, because the new coach of Leverkusen will say we need to defend better. We are conceding too many goals, and I think Porto wants to slow down the pace, to control the possession, and try to have the victory at least for one goal difference. So I do like the two over and a half, of course, uh, but um, but considering the new coach, and considering that the Porto cannot take the risk to lose this game, I go with the double chance, with the draw or Porto, because I think Porto is a better team than Leverkusen, even knowing that Porto is playing abroad. So my pick is the double chance, draw or Porto.
yeah. You know what? Minus 145 is not bad at all on the double chance because you get covered two out of possible three outcomes. However, you said you are a bit scared of taking the over. I am not. I always talk about how hiring a new head coach tends to have a positive impact on players. It's a bit of a positive shock because everybody tries to prove themselves all over again to the new head coach, prove themselves that they do deserve a spot in the starting 11. Leverkusen had a nice win over Schalke in Bundesliga this past weekend. It was 4-0. I know they still have a lot of injury, and that is significantly going to reduce their depth, which is a bit of a problem because it was a problem for them so far this season. They haven't done so well. Even in the Champions League, they have scored only 2 goals in 3 games. They have conceded only three, yes, but not scoring goals is a bigger issue than conceding goals, if you ask me. However, with the new coach, I think that things are going to start to look up for Leverkusen. They are in second place right now. Porto third, Atletico Madrid is fourth, but they all have 3 points. So this might be the crucial game for these three teams fighting for that second spot in this Champions League group. So I think this is going to be a fairly open game. I think that Leverkusen will go for the win. They will not be happy with the draw, and for that reason, I think we see over 2.5 minus 125 on my book. Like I said, in the last game last week, we had I think 2 or 3 goals taken away by the VAR. Uh, I think this is gonna be the same. We're gonna have a lot of chances with both sides, and I think we see goals in this one, Pedro. I'm gonna go with over 2.5 goals for minus 125.
Let me just tell you one thing. You are a professional handicapper that I really respect and like. I watch almost of your videos. But as a player, I like to have a betting mix. So that's why I like to change my betting mix according to the odds and the payouts, and that's the only reason I'm taking the double chance instead of the goals.
Yeah, like I said, it's a good pick because you get covered on two out of possible three outcomes for a game, right? And I'm not saying Leverkusen will get a win because Porto is playing really, really well. They kept two clean sheets in a row. They did win a game in the Primera Liga this past weekend as well. And I think they have conceded only once in the last three games, if I'm not mistaken. And very, very good team. So it's going to be a hard game. Uh, Hopefully, Porto wins 2-1. That way, we both get our win.
All right.
That's it, guys. Thank you for joining us once again for your free pick in Bayer Leverkusen versus Porto in the Champions League on Wednesday. Check out the rest of the free content up on my YouTube page. Hit that like button, guys. And of course, Pedro and I will see you once again next week for a few more Champions League matchups videos. Have a good one, guys.